So that was always fun. He should have stopped. He very naughty. Alright, got my new hairstyle now. As you can see, so I'm just making sure I go in the right area before I hold this up. Maybe I can go that way. I'm not sure I can go that way. That's cool. Oh, look. Egyptian puss statue. New tribal lights collection. Right, that's what I look like. I've got McDonald's. I didn't realise she was been going in there. So that's what I look like now. And also what he says about my trees, I'm gonna go freaking ballistic. There's loads of trees that are fucking overgrowing. And the fact they pick on mine is just like so annoying. My mum told me to get loads of photos of all the overhanging trees and stuff in the area, foliage, trees and foliage in the area, and just send them pictures of them next time someone complains. Like, okay, I'll do mine, but you've also got to do these. You know, you've got to make sure that the people who own those properties do theirs, and if the council own ones, then they have to do them. So yeah, so there. Something just dribbled. No, I really wanted to do like last time and get a takeaway and bring it here, but as I've had takeaways like virtually every day so far, I didn't. So a takeaway probably would have been cheaper than what I got, which was Starbucks. But hey. And I've got my thing to advertise me again. It's coming off, but I did something to make it stay, so that's good. I can see the geese from here. And they're all coming this way. I wanted to do a video or a live stream to see how people would react. Oh, there's a baby, look! Oh, it's the grown-up that's struggling. That's kind of funny. Freaking no help. Useless. The children should be doing that. How humiliating for the parent. Oh, that reminds me, speaking of geeses like stood up like that. Speaking of, we didn't even speak of them, but whatever. I watched a video a little while ago. Oh, hello! Didn't notice you there. Yeah, it was a video saying what would happen if humans walked on all fours. And it was pretty much like better. Society would be better, humans would be better, they'd be smarter. Technology would be more advanced. And we'd not have back problems. And I thought all these things sound great, and I was right because I already sort of knew this stuff. Well, I wasn't sure about people being smarter, but I knew that, you know, it would be better for your back and stuff. And I knew that humans were meant to be like on all fours. But in the comments section, everybody was all like, you know, poo-pooing it and saying, no, it's weird, and no, it's shit, it's this, no, I'll stick to, you know, 2 legs and all that shit. I like literally just said that your body would be preserved and you'd be smarter and society would be more advanced, and you're pretty much poo-pooing it. It's typical of people, isn't it? They're absolutely sort of determined to say something's weird or bad. Even if it's like proven that, well, it's not, it's actually good and even better for you. But because they think, oh, well, that's an animal trait and we're not animals, you know, and humans acting like animals is weird, even though humans are animals. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's like they're just being stubborn and petty. It's like I've said stuff before that makes sense, and I'll still get like trolls just saying like stupid shit. And they don't even like give you constructive criticism to back up their claims of why it's bad or why it's weird, or, you know, why my video is bad or weird, or what I'm doing is bad or weird, or whatever it is. They don't even say anything that like backs it up or sort of gives you constructive criticism. They're just commenting for the sake of just being assholes. I don't actually see the point. Do they feel like big men? Big people because they're doing this? I mean, does it make their lives more enriched somehow? Aren't you cute? Yeah, I just wonder. I wonder what they gain from it, really. I would like to know. Because their lives are so empty and they need something in their lives. And insulting people is that. Slagging people off is their thing to live for. Yeah, that must be it. I've decided that is it because I used to be sort of the same. I don't know, I used to start arguments with people deliberately. And if I couldn't find anything really to insult them to start an argument, I would just make something up. So I guess that's their mentality, really. A lot of geese. Again. The babies and parents have decided to stay up there. Even though I have got food for them this time. But I'm not going to give it to them yet until we get to up there. So I'm glad they're all going this way. Because I like to put this stuff down on the bench like I did last time. I can't get the bread open, I've tried. So what's this about then? What's all these people? I'm assuming that's why all the geese are absolutely flocking to this area. Oh, I can smell that dog, you know. They've got a dog and I can smell it. Woof, that is a smelly dog. Woohoo! Like our dog. Our dog never got bathed, you know. So he stank. He really stank, a dog. What is that? Good boy. No, no. He's that. Scaredy dog. Hiya. That smells nice. I don't want to film inside of this thing, but I'm curious. Oh, I've not got them ornaments. I wanted to ask the person whose boat this belonged to about their ornaments in the window from last time. Oh, I'll give you some advertisement. Don't forget about mine. I've got a new picture, but I forgot to bring it. I haven't loaded it to YouTube, but I'm not sure if I made it public. I've got a bloody tissue sticking out of my thing. I'm not going to stream as long as last time, guys, because, well, we've already got like a load of similar sort of live streams, and You know, I don't want my battery to wear out again like it did last time. I'm supposed to be going on a video call with my boyfriend, so I'm not sure he's okay with me saying his name. So I'm just gonna say boyfriend. He did moan about me having his name in the title or something, so in one of my videos. Even though it was an accident. Meaning, you know, I didn't think I'd put it public. Right, so I'm gonna sort this out over here just so that my stuff isn't on display of people. What I was thinking of doing was setting this up here. Although I'm not sure you guys can see very well. Right, just stay there, I'll be with you in a second. Yep, here we go. I've got it. Right, I'm gonna be roughly there. You won't see the geese very well from there though. Okay. Did you hear that? I said, you're not getting it because you're a bully. Thank you. Right, so you've seen some of me now, so I'm going to go over here. This is really nice bread, by the way. It's like the best of the best, so I'm not going to give it all to them. I wanted to give some to the ducks, but they seem to have disappeared. God, that's so cute. That's not very nice. Just hit its head, that's funny. Someone over there trying to feed him as well. He's got something in his hand, but they've not noticed because I'm doing it. Those people are gone now. I wonder what they were doing. Tool, having a tool. Got pigeons as well. Too many squirrels out here. Pigeons. This bread is really nice. I'm actually having some as well. Just plain bread. Don't like the crust though. I've never really liked the crust. Still don't really like it. Should I just bang the phone? I think you're the only one now that like even watches my shit anymore. Anthony Giglio. You're the only one who watches my shit anymore. Comments on my shit. Even on my other channel. It's like all my fans seem to have fucked off. I remember I said that I'd gained loads of subscribers on this channel. It's like lost them again. It's done the minus 20 odd in 20 odd days or whatever. No, sorry, minus 14 in 20 odd days. It's very sad. I was hoping my channel would grow, but never mind. It's going in the opposite fucking direction. That's not to say I'm not gaining subscribers, just less than I'm losing them. That is so cute. I'm wearing wellies because it's been raining and it's usually some puddles. And I like to go through the puddles. Usually turning up again. I'll get some more. Just a sec. Pigeons. Where's the squirrels gone? The squirrels like the bread as well. You might think that I'm gone, so I'm not leaving, just a minute. Just gotta get some more bread. Wish I had a drink. I actually haven't brought a drink at all, not even water. Yeah, very naughty. Very naughty. I'm glad that you're, who's coming to my house? I'm glad you love my videos. I think they're pretty good. I'm surprised more people don't like them. I know they're not edited and shit, but I kind of like them raw anyway. I appreciate raw videos more, unless they're boring. Like, some are boring, but some can be quite interesting. I think mine are interesting. I try and make them as interesting as possible. I actually prefer my old videos from when I was younger and I didn't even speak. I just used to show off my outfits and show off my costumes and wolf outfits and stuff. I actually prefer those videos. They're my favourites. Geese are coming to your house. Geese are coming to my house. What the hell is that? What did you just do? You're getting mad. I'll give some over there. Naughty. Please don't pet my foot. What are you doing? What was that? I don't even know. What did it just do? I don't even know. I wonder how deep this water is. It looks like they stood up at one point. I've seen children in here, you know. I've seen children in the canal. Which I find odd because it's dirty, disgusting water. Why the hell would you want to go swimming in the canal? But apparently people do. Children do. Apparently. One more, I think. We'll save it for any other geese we see along the way. Geese are coming to my house. That'd be so cute. We could do with some geese because they're great guard dogs. That was clever. Oh, sorry, I made it Billy. Oh, that's what they do. That makes that noise. Really wish I was able to get another coffee. Oh, it's raining. Better get moving then. So interesting. Oh, pains. We're going to that person over there now. Where did the ducks go? They've probably gone further that way. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining. Let's get moving then. I'd like to go some other way without an umbrella. Especially because it's windy. I think it's windy, I'm not sure. It's very interesting. They're coming back. It's so cute. That's enough for now. Need to find some other geese that need it. I trust that they've all got some. Wow, they're following me. They're so cute. I think they're going out again. See if anybody else is giving food. I know some of them are coming this way. Yeah, did I say my new chest flattener came? again as well. The chest flap that came today, it's white and it's like a zip up one, which doesn't work, by the way. I still have to pretty much zip it up and then put it over my head or pull it up from my bottom of my body. I'm gonna go this way. I haven't been this way for a bit. Through the woods, wooded area. Although this is quite overgrown, I can do it because I got trousers on, so all this stuff should be sorted out. It's going that way as well. Watcher in the Woods. Do you remember a supernatural film called Watcher in the Woods? That was a pretty cool film. Watcher in the Woods and Lady in the Water. Stuff like that. I love stuff like that over horror movies. Just more gentle, supernatural stuff. I prefer to watch that kind of thing near or around Halloween than horror films, pretty much. I'm not gonna lie, I think this hairstyle makes me look more manly than it did before. No doubt I could make it look more girly if I wanted to. Like putting on makeup and doing something with my hair that makes it girlier. Like, I don't know, putting a girly headband or a bow or some shit in it. Or bows in. Now, guys, if you want to see the geese, remember to go back to the beginning because that's where I fed them. Not the like very beginning, but just about 5 minutes ago. We did another feeding frenzy. Yeah, I've got a bit of a headache. We could do with a drink. Do you know, it's been so long I don't remember. I think that's my good side. That's my not so good side. But I have to hold it on this side. When I get home, I'll probably change into one of my other outfits. You know, whether to do a live stream. I may do one, I may not. But did I tell you guys I've got my fursuit? I say fursuit because it's not furry. It's like a spandexy material. I think, like a stretchy material, and there's no fur on it, it's just got a fur design. Which is pretty cool. It looks good, it's skin tight. I've got pictures and videos of me wearing that. But I'll put them on my Patreon. So if you want to see that on my Patreon, kind of early release, I will eventually put it up for people to see public, but not yet. I prefer if people paid because, as you know, I am trying to save up to move out and to build my business, my animation business. So I need animations making, so I need a big budget for that, and stuff. So yeah, I need a lot of money to make animations and shit. So because right now I can only afford like dead short ones, so each episode is going to be dead short, probably like 4 minutes. The pilot's actually 2 minutes or 3 minutes or something, even though the lady said that it was going to be 4 minutes, and it's 2 minutes, but kind of slowed down, it's 3 minutes. It's really short and really sort of rushed through. It's not got as much detail as I'd like. as in lots of stuff that happens in it that's missed. But it's kind of dragged out a little bit in the story version anyway, what happens. I'll tell you a little bit. So basically in the beginning of the story, which is the most famous bit, I say famous because that's the bit that I think about and have drawn and have written about the most, is basically when Jeremiah and Daisy first meet. Everyone's introduced to Jeremiah and Daisy and the main cast in the pilot. It's just got rooms. It's pretty cool.
You okay? I've got a dog in here, she's aggressive.
It's alright, I was just checking out the tent, it looks really cool.
Right, well you need to go away from the check here.
I can hear a growling. Yeah, anyway, right, so, yeah, what was I saying? So, we're introduced to Jeremiah for the first time. The servant's like rushing around to get everything ready for his, let's say, return. Coming to the servants' quarters for the first time, or kitchen, whatever. I keep saying it's the kitchen, but it's probably like the servants' quarters, but yeah, it's pretty much the kitchen anyway. Here's some more. I do actually have bread for you, so I'll just give you some. Change it if you have some. Why does my back feel all weird? My back feels like all cold tingling. What does that mean when you get like a cold tingling on your back? Feels nice, not gonna lie. Feels refreshing. I presume that's the husband or whatever. Oh, some strange person coming and checking out the tent, probably looking to steal stuff. It's like, no, literally just checking out the tent. Because it's got like rooms in it. It's actually got rooms. Which is pretty cool. So are they like homeless or something, or are they camping there? Why not, I suppose? Why not live or camp here? It's pretty cool, but a bit open. If I was homeless, I wouldn't be sleeping and living in the open. That's just me. That's mean. F you doing that. That obviously really hurt. That was the noise. Sorry for the distractions. We were so rudely interrupted. Yep, the kitchen. He comes to the kitchen eventually. And he's introduced to the servants, but actually Daisy forgets his name. So she gets upset. And at first she gets kind of anxious because she really wants to meet him, but she doesn't know how to talk to him, you know, because he's like nobility or whatever. Oh no, I didn't mean to give you some. Hang on. He's like nobility or whatever, he's a lord. And Daisy's like a scullery maid, like the lowest of the low. So she's pretty much like wondering, you know, how's she going to talk to him? What would she even talk to him about? What's acceptable to talk about? So on and so forth. And this was supposed to be portrayed in the episode, but it wasn't because it was just so, whatever the word is. Sped up, short. She didn't add the detail. I'm not going to lie, it was my fault in that regard because I realised afterwards I didn't actually sort of give her all the information. I just gave her like part of the book and not that whole section. So that was my fault. Why I didn't have the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure that it was obvious that there was more to it though. But hey, so I wasn't sure whether to just, you know, have the episode redone by Becky number 2, or whether to just cut my losses and just continue. Oh god, this guy. I can't even go anywhere. This guy's a fucking maniac on them. You look. Hey, that didn't look out too badly. There we go, we've got some here. Well, I'm not sure about feeding these because they're actually on the walkway, and you know, last time I fed them when they were on the walkway, they came like really close to me and shit, so that was pretty scary. Almost bit my hand off, so I'm not sure about that. Very cute. The other thing I could do is maybe just like throw all the food in the water and hope they go in the water. Aren't you cute? So you hiss at me, I got the food. It's raining. So cute. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm not really sure if I should be describing it for you guys, but I don't see how to get people interested in it other than to talk about it, really. Because how is someone supposed to be like motivated to watch it if they don't know like roughly what happens in it? And roughly what happens is that there's like rumours going around that he's like this uppity, snooty, whatever, and he treats his servants and peasants and shit badly. And after they meet him for the first time, the servants, they realise he's like not that bad and he's quite nice and charming and stuff. And of course all the girls fancy him, and even all the guys sort of like him and think that they could be like friends with him. But of course some of them get the hopes up and some of them think better not get my hopes up because, you know, he's a lord and we're just servants, so why would he want to hang out with us? That sort of thing. And of course some of the guys who are quite losers with girls, losers in love and stuff, kind of think maybe he could teach them a thing or two about how to be suave and attract girls and talk to girls and shit, and maybe style as well. And the maids fancy him naturally, but Daisy's kind of like the most obsessed with him. So she's kind of very shy and very timid, so she doesn't know how to approach him or talk to him. So she's hoping that he will talk to her, but she knows that's not going to happen. So she realizes that she has to, you know, make the effort. Because he's busy talking to all the other servants, so she has to make herself stand out. But she doesn't know how. So throughout the episode, it was supposed to be of her battling with, you know, not really knowing how to approach him and trying to figure out what to say and to do and talk about, and like what kind of excuse she'd make to talk to him in the first place, let alone carry out a conversation. And the maids also encourage her to sort of go talk to him, but she's like, no, I can't, because I'm even lower ranked than you guys. You know, like serving maids and ladies' maids and shit, and she's just a scullery maid, so she like lives in the kitchen, lives in the scullery. I don't know what the difference is between a scullery and a kitchen, but apparently they're two different things. Scullery is like even fecking lower than a kitchen because there is literally a kitchen maid as well, who I guess outranks even Daisy. I don't really get it, but hey, they just make it up. They just like to make it up as we go along. Because I guess they were bored back then, so they thought, oh yay, let's make up all these different kinds of servants and different ranking system. It's like they're all servants, they're all fucking low ranking, you know? Apart from the butler. I mean, the butler's literally there to train them up and tell them what to do and stuff, so I get the butler being higher in rank, but all the others are just like servants, so. Okay, hey guys. Thanks to Numa. Easter's late. Thank you for the links and everything. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This is fun. I'll highlight the last 5 minutes. It's a shame I didn't get that woman's face. She was like... I don't know whether she was warning me about the dog really, or she was like, fuck off. We don't want you like peeking in our tent. Which is fair enough, I guess. That cafe's gone. The cafe boat's gone. That one again. Right, I'm gonna need to sit down like last time before I continue. I'm not waiting for anyone this time. I did try and invite him out again to come to the canal, and see my hair. But alas. Hi up, isn't that guy that I just saw going to the tent? Oh my god, is he coming to tell me off? I'm literally just checking out the tent. But you know they think you're suspicious. Stay quiet. We're kind of hidden, but... What the fuck is wrong with you? Come on. Different person. No, I'm never sure they all look the same. They all dress the same. You know, the peasants. All the peasants. But yeah, anyway, I tried inviting Matthew out, but he told me he had no internet, so we won't be able to chat for a bit. But that doesn't affect text, does it, guys? Texting is literally the most reliable way to get someone, and ringing, or should be, because it doesn't rely on the internet. See, the internet's unreliable. But texting and ringing someone should be reliable, surely, because it doesn't take the internet. So it's disappointing. Anyway, I've tried WhatsApp texting him, I've tried text texting him, I've tried ringing him, I just can't get him, so I guess his internet affects his bloody phone, broadband as well as texting, as well as internet. Anyway, there's people in those cars, by the way, just so you know. Pretty willow tree. Say a willow tree was one of my favourite trees. It just always looks so drapey and droopy and nice. Still wish I had a coffee. So, yes, as I was saying about Jeremiah's story. So, yeah, the first, probably few episodes was probably supposed to focus on Daisy and how she's trying to get to talk to Jeremiah. But she did it all in the one episode. The woman who animated it did the whole thing. Like, basically what happens is another maid, pushes her towards him with whoa, that was rude. A plate of cupcakes and offers him one. But that still didn't work, so. When she finally thingies up the courage to go and talk to him, he leaves the room, and so on and so forth. And it's all just like wrapped up in one episode, pretty much. And that's not really what I wanted. I wanted, like, maybe not all of, but most of series 1 was going to be about Daisy approaching him. But yeah, it's just happened in all in one episode, so we'll admit that's not really what I was going for. But hey, maybe the series can speed along, but the book can drag it out a bit more. Because that's what happens with books usually. Books have more detail and lore of the characters and the worlds and backstories of the characters and stuff. Whereas series and films and stuff usually just speed through it all, so I guess maybe the right thing was done. I don't know how to approach this, to be honest. Because I want it to be well made. I do believe in the story. I think it's a really great story. I think it's interesting. There's sci-fi and fantasy in it as well. And it's not just because of the furries, by the way. It's like there's like other stuff going on. So it should appeal to people who like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Star Trek and all that stuff that people seem to be into. And Harry Potter. It should appeal to people who are into that stuff. And, Downton Abbey, of course. So it's got like a mixture. It's like period stuff, sci-fi stuff, fantasy stuff, even modern stuff as well. Because, you know, it's set in the like Victorian era or whatever, the series. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that period dramas, I think this is sad if it's true, but I think period dramas are usually the kind of thing that women mainly watch. And then you've got all that stuff I've just mentioned, which I think mainly men watch. So men like futuristic stuff, whereas women like past stuff, you know, past periods. Apart from, of course, a lot of men seem to be into the medieval era. So it seems to be more a man's thing to be into the medieval era and a more woman's thing to be into, you know, more into the future than that, but more in the past than this. So basically, Regency era and the Victorian era and the Edwardian era seems to be eras that appeal to women more. And then, of course, you've got the war times, the 30s, 40s, 50s and stuff, which should appeal to both, I guess, because of the war. The war stuff should appeal to men, and like the pretty dresses and stuff should appeal to women. Pretty dresses. Although pretty much women wear the nice dresses to impress men, so it should also appeal to men as well. But hey, apparently clothes and fashion and all that and makeup is a woman thing only, even though women literally wear nice dresses and makeup to attract men. So I don't understand why men would be into that sort of thing. And I've got my art with me as well. I'll show you guys. I'll show you again. I showed you last time, but for anyone who's not seen the last stream, my flyers. Sorry, it's super shiny. You probably can't read anything. Actually, forget that. Please forget it. Forget it. Everything else is fine. That's the master one, so that's the best quality one. This one's literally the master anyway. Because I've not photocopied that, I've obviously printed that off and just wrote on that, so they've not been copied yet because the printer's decided it's going to be a cool idea to act up. I was putting my number on these and then I thought, why the hell am I doing that? I don't want random people ringing me. I don't mind if people text me, but a lot of people like to ring and it's like, I don't want random people ringing me, so there's no phone number anymore. I already regret it. So I've already put out a few flyers that do have my number on and I do regret it. I should get like a separate business one really. But still, I'd still have a bunch of people ringing me all the time, so still be annoying. There's Jeremiah again. And Jack the Pup. And Jeremiah's mafia name is pretty much the businessman or slasher. That's the very first one that I made, and that probably has my number on, so yeah. I'm going to cover it even though you've just seen it, but whatever. It's pretty much got the same details on. Apparently that's everybody's least favourite one, even though I think it's gorgeous. And where's it gone? Ah, another least favourite, even though I think it's dead good. Not got my number on, has it? These are my latest ones that shouldn't do. Well, I just drew yesterday everybody's favourite picture. So I can't wait to show you guys that, but you'll have to wait till I get home, because I forgot to bring it out after all. But it pretty much needs copying and laminating, which I can't do now because the printer's decided it's going to be a pain in the butt. It's closing down or restarting or whatever, but it's forever constantly saying that and never actually does anything. So this one's called Jeremiah's Project. The Jeremiah Project and art's pretty much on there in pink pen so you can't see it. Right, anyway, so the next part I want to focus on in the series, probably it will be focused on a lot in episode 2, and they might be flashbacks of basically people like Mrs. Patmore, who is Daisy's like mother figure, mentor, like adopted mother, but she's literally her boss. She's the cook, and she being the kitchen or scullery maid is like her assistant. So of course she not only teaches her about kitchen stuff and cooking and baking, which she is interested in, because she wants to be the next cook, obviously. She's pretty much learning and training how to be the next cook. Or at least baker. Or bakeress? Cookeress? Bakeress? Doctoress? Sorry, somebody said something about that. Like, you know, you've got the males that are called monsters, and then you've got monstresses. And she was like, doctors don't get called doctresses that are females, though. I thought that was really funny. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, when did that van disappear? I mean, I heard a noise, but I didn't see it go. Anyway, I'll get a drink after this. I'm not sure if I want to. Probably just go home. Anyway, so yeah. So Mrs. Patmore pretty much like warns her about people like Jeremiah. So she pretty much also teaches her in the ways of life as well, and like what kind of men to avoid. And she said something about Jeremiah pretty much being like a playboy, and he's no good for her, that kind of thing. But that's before they all met him. So that's why I'm thinking about the flashback thing, because we literally see the servants meet Jeremiah for the first time. This is literally me promoting my book, so it's just me telling you some of the stuff. There's loads of stuff that I'm not telling you, so don't worry. I'm not spoiling everything. I'm just telling you the main plot, synopsis, whatever the hell it's called, description. And that is this. So yeah, Mrs. Patmore tells her that, you know, warns her about people like Jeremiah before, so maybe we see flashbacks of that. But that's only after we see a certain thing that I'm not going to really reveal yet. Like I say, I do want to leave some of the stuff to mystery. Shall we move on then? I'm pretty much rested, I think. I just like to get a little bit tired. It's mainly because I have to carry these 2 bags, which are really, well, one of them is really heavy. What else? Yeah, I just didn't think people would give my book or series a chance if I didn't describe it somewhat. I mean, I kind of want to know. I want a taste of these things before I commit to watching a series. I don't like just think, alright, it's this. There's no description of it. We're not telling you the plot. We're not spoiling anything. You've just got to try and figure out if it's something you want to watch or not. It's like, no, I kind of like to know a bit about what I'm watching first before I watch it. So sometimes in shops when I'm looking at books, I will actually read some of it as well. If the description bit didn't tell me enough, you know, didn't appeal to me. There's literally a book called Daisy, you know. And I thought maybe perhaps it was going to be similar to what I'm writing, but it wasn't. It was pretty much just like a murder mystery type thing. Are you around for a call now? Yeah, I am. because everybody's fucked off my live stream now, so I don't think there's anything much more interesting to see here. It's all what you've seen before. We've done all the interesting stuff like feeding geese and whatnot. It's been an hour, so yeah, I think I'll stop it. And I told you about Jeremiah's story. Oh, typical. I was trying to get out of his way by going that way. Hello, doggy. Free hugs. That's the free hugs one that I never actually get free hugs from because he just goes past. Why does this seem to stick out here, but on this side it looks like it's long? Like there's no layer. That kind of annoys me a bit. The fact that it looks longer on this side than this side. But when she cut it, it was literally the same on both sides, so I don't understand why it looks different now. I have to wear a hairnet at night, wear a scarf on it though, because I can't put it up into a ponytail like I would normally do. I like how I've had up to about 6 views and not one of them has liked it. It's kind of shitty. Normally at least get one like by now. I told you, didn't I? My live streams are becoming like less popular again. I've noticed I only get less views than usual. The double digits instead of triple. Typical. Well, that's disappointing. I'm very disappointed in you. Forget about it. Finally. Anyway. So. It's raining. Again. And yeah, so I had this done yesterday. It was absolute torture because the perming solution pretty much scalded all around here, but I've only got burn marks there and there. So I pretty much had 3rd-degree burns and it all went down my neck, the back of my neck, and it all went down my shoulders and down my back. Yeah, and it was pretty much torture. So I probably will be having this done for another long time. But this should last a long time, especially if I just let it grow and don't keep having it cut. So I'll probably get like dead long again. But this is the style I used to have it when I was like 10. I used to have it very long as a child, but not because it was my choice. It was my mum that liked it, so, and she didn't want me to have a haircut, so I had it like dead long, like this length. And I hated it. I always had it tied back in a ponytail or pigtails or something, or plaits. And I even tried to cut my hair myself because I just didn't like it in my face. It would always get in my face and just get in the way. Because, you know, I always used to like to walk and run on all fours, and I used to like to play, roll around and bounce and jump around with my friends or on my own. So having long hair just got in the way. And it just got annoying, so I always had it tied up. And I never thought it looked very nice tied up and straight. So finally, when I was 10 years old, my mum allowed me to have my hair permed and cut for the first time. And it pretty much was like this when I first had it cut. Same length, same style, same curl. And I've been having it like this ever since, like throughout my teens. But when I got to about 15 and had it done, probably my, I don't know, 4th perm by the time I was 15, they kept doing it way too short, so it was like more like this length. It didn't have length to it. And it was sort of shaven back and sides, which I liked it, but it was too short on top. Thanks for the like, by the way. And then again, when I was 17, I had it permed just before my 17th birthday. I had it permed before my 15th birthday. And I had it permed before my 17th birthday. And then at some point, actually at some point when I was 13, I had it coloured. It was already been permed. I had it coloured red. Bright red though. It was probably not even natural red. I thought that looked cool. And when it grew out, it looked really nice. I had that done twice, I think. And then I had it done black when I was 16. So I remember it grew out when I was about 16 and it was still kind of red, but it looked more natural. And when it grew out, it looked really lovely. It finally looked as I wanted it to look. I'm wearing welly boots because you know there might be puddles at the canal, so I look like I'm wearing one of them. If you didn't know that was a backpack, it looks like I'm wearing one of them gun holsters. Like where they have the finger in here and they have a little holster under the armpit. That's what it looks like. That's pretty cool. I've got one of them actually, as you know from past streams, where I dressed as a mafiosi. My boyfriend wants to know now if I'm available for a call, so I might stop the stream in a minute. But I'll just tell you another brief history before I go. So yeah, so my 16th birthday we went swimming, and I think then I had the really short black hair. And I remember we went swimming, and this is so stupid. I wore my swimming costume, which was this navy blue swimming costume, one piece. And I remember I absolutely hated the way I looked at it because my boobs were just so big and they were like down here. Because back then you couldn't get like supportive swimming costumes, so you literally were unsupported in a swimsuit. They probably did have them even back then, but we didn't even bother to look. And I looked like a boy in a swimming costume. I looked really convincing as a boy back then. And, I literally didn't bring a bra, and I wore the most see-through top you could imagine to go there. So I literally had to leave in my swimsuit, my wet swimsuit. It was so stupid. I do have leather shoes at home, like posh leather dress suit shoes. But I can't walk in them very far because they do rub and chafe at the back of my heels and ankles, so they're pretty comfortable to walk in. But after a while I just get the painful heels, so that sucks. But I'd probably wear them if I was going somewhere and wasn't going to be on my feet for too long. It's like a restaurant, or maybe like a pub or a club where I'd be sat down with me or stood. My feet are actually hurting now because of all the stones. I can feel every stone in these. Squeaky bird. What else? Oh yeah, so for my 17th birthday, me and my friend, well, two friends actually, that came with me on my 16th birthday, we were no longer friends anymore. The first one went because I was made to look like a psychopath in front of her. My other friend decided to go with me until I ended up getting really frustrated and acting out of anger. So that friend was put off me, so she stopped coming. And then my other friend, her sister, my main friend, we had an argument and she said she never wants to see me again. So that was that, just before my 17th birthday. So that was spent at McDonald's with my mum, dad and granddad, and then we went to Debdale Park. So that was fun. And yeah, I had a perm just in time for my 17th birthday. And I remember before I had my perm, some boy that I was talking to called Niall. And I don't care if you know his name because he was an arsehole. But he'd befriended me and I told him he couldn't come in the garden. And it was literally because my mum said no. Not me, it wasn't me saying no. And after I said that my mum said no to coming in the garden, he got really nasty with me and he started insulting me. And he insulted my voice and my hair. And they just got like, him and his friends got really nasty with me. And I said, yeah, I agree with you, my hair looks shite right now. So what? Like I was literally having it done after, I think the day after that happened. But I'm gonna go back now. I don't want to go too far. It's late and I'm tired. So yeah, I've always had my hair sort of in a way that it can be tied back or pushed back either with clips or headbands or tied back. So when it was long, I always had it tied back in a ponytail or pigtails. And then when I got it cut short, like this length, I always put a headband in or clips to keep it pushed back, because it would always fall forward and look dead flat, as well as feeling uncomfortable, like it was going to fall in my face. So I always have preferred it up or back or really short, because it just annoys me. It's like I've always felt the need to have like tight fitting outfits on. I've never liked anything baggy or loose. I've always preferred everything tighter. Because it was, I found that more comfortable. I found it annoying if something was baggy and it pretty much sort of loosely touched my skin, like my hair loosely touching my face, it would annoy the shit out of me. And I would end up withdrawing. Whereas if I was in anything tight, and I don't mean tight as in like compressed, I mean tight as in just stretchy and against my skin. It's like this wolf outfit that I've got, my fursuit. This thing I'm wearing now is like really tight, but it's compressed tight because I'm wearing a, off to a chest flattener. So I also should go home ASAP in order to take this off, because you're not supposed to wear these for too long, probably 2 hours max. I'm not sure how long I've been out for. So yeah, that's the story, and yeah, I just wanted to real quick tell you my horrendous experience with the perm. The hairdresser was really nice, by the way. She was really sweet, friendly, bubbly, chatty and accommodating, but she didn't do a good job in making sure the perming solution didn't go down my neck and back. I told her several times it was going down my neck and back, and I had to keep asking for tissue so I could dab it away. I kept changing the towel at least, but it didn't seem to work. I don't really know if that was her fault or not, but I think that it could have been either prevented or rectified. Because it's the most painful perm I've ever had, and I'm sure they used to have this thing that used to catch the perming solution that they'd put around your shoulders, and it would literally catch any perming solution that was dribbling down from the top nape of the neck. Oh my god, there is a deer! Remember you guys asked me if we've got deer? Let's confirm we do. There's one there. I thought I saw something brown, but I thought it was a horse. Oh, I was wrong, guys. We do have deer. Somebody asked me if we have deer, and I said no. Not around here. And we do, apparently. Well, I'm sorry, I've never seen any. Is it real? Because it's very still. It looks real. It looks gorgeous. Oh, there he is. Just moved. Yeah, yeah, it looks just like the emoticon. That must be a red deer. Has it got antlers? Can you see? I can't tell if it's got antlers. It looks like a doe. Oh, wow. I've never seen one. Or has it hurt its leg? It's hurt its leg. Or it's got an itch, I don't know. Looks like it's having a hard time putting its leg down. Sometimes it looks like it's got antlers. But I don't think it does. I think it's basically a doe. It might have really small antlers. It's moving its ears. Oh wow, that's so cool. So sorry the quality's bad. See, to me that looks dead clear and crisp and dark. But to you guys it looks quite grainy and rubbish. I'm going to try and zoom in even more. I wonder how much you can zoom in. That's the max you can zoom in. Mew! 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 Let's put its head up. It just kind of looks like Bambi, doesn't it? It's looking at us, I think. I muse it. That is really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm sorry I said we didn't have any. I honestly thought we didn't. I've never seen one in my life. Not that I've been going to this canal throughout my life, but I kind of have. see if we can see a better view of it. So I saw something brown over here and I thought, what the hell's that? I couldn't tell what it was. It was in that clearing there. And it was a weird shape. I couldn't tell what it was. So I did see it before. Yeah, it looks just like the emoticon. That is cool. Oh, there's another one there. There's two of them looking at me. But it's darker. It's a reddy brown. And I think that one does have antlers. Oh, there's two of them. A lighter coloured one and a darker coloured one. A light reddy brown and a dark reddy brown. It reminds me of my dream. I don't know what the hell I dreamed about, but that just gave me a deja vu. Wow, it's licking itself. You can see it moving now. Oh wow, that's really cool. Issa, hi, we've just seen deer. I didn't even know we had deer here. I've never seen any. How do we get over there? I want to get closer to them. It looks like a footpath, you know. Look, see that area there? It looks like a footpath that you can only get to from that bridge. But it looks like it's overgrown. So you might be able to walk down there to get closer. They keep looking at me. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Any more? Or is that it? Do you think they're together or related? Together. Like a couple or just related? I don't know how to get down there. There's probably a way. And you can then see them up close. Oh, there's some water down there, by the way. Can't really see it now. It's pretty. It's probably across that. What's it? Yeah, I did see them before. That will be what I saw before. So I saw that that brown shape. They're looking at me again. They're like, what are you looking at? You've never seen deer before? It's like, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. I've never seen new people before. Never seen new people before. Oh, that's nice. I could do with that right now. I'm very thirsty. I'm not sure whether to go home or whether to go to the pub again. I'm not sure about going on my own. They seem nice enough, but still. We shall see. I have to sort of pass it to get home anyway, so. Issa's just in time for me being about to stop live streaming, by the way. I'm glad you got to see that before I stopped, though. I'm going to do the highlight so that you will be able to just get to see that bit if you're interested in just that bit. I've also highlighted all the bits where I fed the geese and the whatever they're called. Geese fights. Sorry, boss. I do believe this running isn't good for your body. Pretty fat. I need to watch stream later. Yeah, well, I made it a shorter one so it'll be easier to watch. Yeah, I bet they go into that area as well. I've never seen any in that area. That'd be easier to see. It's going dark, so it must be pretty late. Right, I'm going to have a WhatsApp chat with my boyfriend now. And I'll say sorry for if I see anything and you guys miss it again. Jiggling hot moves. Yeah, do you know what? That's what I guessed. There's another clearing. I bet the deer going. I guessed it was 9 o'clock, roughly. Oh, by the way, you know, every day it's about 8 9 a.m. as in 8 to 9 minutes past 8 in the morning, this guy bloody revs his really loud, annoying car engine. And I thought it was at the back of me where my room is, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's at the front of us on our street, not on the back street. So yeah, it's never at 10 past 8, it's always at 8 past 8. And he was late the other day. I was awake at 8:09. He was late. He was late revving his engine. Naughty, naughty. Oh, by the way, these people have added a new addition to their back garden. Ta-da! It's one of those tennis ball, a tether ball, like a tether ball, and it's got like little rackets. I used to have one of them in my garden that me and my friends used to play with, but that's gone now. It looks different than that one though, but that's pretty much the same thing. Anyway, yeah, sorry you missed the stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and watch it back. And don't forget to become a Patreon. My fursuit's on there now. And my other new outfits that I got. Try and compensate short penis with loud exhaust. Yeah, it is really loud. And really annoying. I will admit it wakes me up sometimes. Not in a deep sleep by then, it wakes me up. As I'm trying to, if I'm in like a, you know, I'm sort of drifting off. Got some horses. So I've seen peacocks for the first time in person this year. What else have I seen for the first time? Idiot with low cow. Yeah, but it's my first furry meet. I've got my first full body fursuit. I got my first maze outfit, my first perm in a while. First time in Manchester, first time in Blackpool, first time in Southport where my dad comes from. First time on a beach in many, many years. And I'm about to go to my second furry meet this month. And if any of you guys want to join, you can do. But I'm only going to share the details to those who, you know, are friends and that I'm in contact with. I'm not going to give the details on the stream. The more the merrier. So yeah, a lot of firsts this year. First deer spotting. First deer. Oh, first time I think being up close to chickens as well. Although I did that a couple of years ago actually. So I can't really say that's a first. What else? I'm trying to think. I don't really know. There's been others. Oh yeah, my first animation I've had done. But I'm sure there's something else, an animal, that I've seen for the first time. I've seen drag queens in person for the first time. That was in Manchester. There's one outside every one of the bars at the gay village, it would have seemed. And one of them was trying to get me into this particular bar when we were passing. And it turns out there was a pup play meet. You know, a human pup play meet thing at one of the bars. And it's like, wow, this woman, this drag queen, was like, kind of knew that I would fit right in at one. It's like, whoa, I'm so sad that I didn't get to go in. We already had plans and I didn't even know it was on, so I would have happily gone in last minute though. Just stayed for about 5 minutes. So I was already pretty much dressed for it anyway, my wolf hat. Nothing else though but my wolf hat. Oh, we've got some ducks, I've got some bread. Hang on, just a minute, got some bread. By the way, I've seen some new ducklings by the way as well. You have to come closer to get it. I've just had some as well. Hey, all three have got some, I think. Maybe these won't fight each other. Unless they're the same ones as before. Could be. I've just assumed the different ones. Oh, sorry. I think the right one got it. There you go. I'm literally eating bread myself. Any turkeys? I've not seen any turkeys. So I can't say I've seen turkeys in real life. I've seen chickens, but not really up close. I've seen peacocks, but not really up close. So I'm still to do that. And Tracon was in Pittsburgh last weekend. Yeah, so basically the pup play meet was last weekend as well. Really sad. Didn't get to go to it. I'm very disappointed. And they're only every month, so I have to wait till next month now to go to one. And by then it might be too hot to do anything. I think it's the first Saturday of every month. I'm not sure about the furry meet though. Right, I better go. I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and become a Patreon. And donate. I'll see you again in the next one.